live like we do every Wednesday. I should say most Wednesdays. I've had a lot of life things going on, so we've missed a few here and there. Oh, you know what? I didn't turn down the volume on my iPad. I knew it. I kept saying to Emily, I'm forgetting something. Details. I paint details. I don't do details.
I got an ad for Wayfair.
Oh, yay. We like Wayfair.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got an ad for something. I'm going to skip the ad.
You're good.
Okay, guys. Hey, friends. Happy Wednesday, Friends Day. I am so glad you're here with me tonight. I just love hanging out with you guys. We're going to work on a raven or a crow on a pumpkin. So I put this image together and I put it in the Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. There's a media tab, and then under that media tab, there's just one album where this is in. And then it links back to this video too, if you happen to watch this in the replay. And then the photos I took this from, oops, I'm watching myself on YouTube. I linked the photos. Oh, we're going to do picture in picture.
No,
I linked the photos in the video's description. Here's the pumpkin. I think they're on Unsplash. And then here's, I'm going to call it a crow. Am I in frame? So those are linked in this video's description. Emily's going to scoot us. Oh, Emily's here with us tonight.
Hello.
I almost forgot. She's going to scoot us forward, and I'll keep talking about what I'm working on.
Okay.
And turn around.
Let's see. Ooh.
Do a little motion. Yeah, hang on to your seats. It's going to be a bumpy ride. You know, maybe I'll just put this up here. I hope everybody's having a good night tonight. It's a beautiful fall day here in Omaha, Nebraska. So I've got a 9. I'm going to be working on the background now.
Oh, okay.
So I've got a 9 by 12 inch canvas from Michaels. I like the 1.5 thick ones. I painted it. Well, I actually put 2 thin.
Sorry, I really bumped it this way.
That's okay. 2 thin coats of gesso on it, which I don't normally do, but I thought maybe it might fill in some of the texture. So when I photograph it's a little smoother. I don't know that it did anything. Okay, so what I'm doing, or what I was thinking, and I get myself in trouble. So when I paint orange things, like I painted Orange Slice, the clownfish, and I had a dark background. And then I get in trouble because I don't lighten up the fish enough, at least during the live. And so I'm going to have sort of that same problem here because I've got a dark background. So instead of painting it all dark, I just painted it Quinacridone and cad yellow and then just put it on loose and blended it. But already my pumpkin's in better shape, hopefully. Even though I'm going to put quite a bit of shadow on it. We'll see. We'll see if I've learned anything. I don't mind the extra work if you do a really dark background, but it doesn't always work as well during the live. Okay, and I'm using primary colors. I've got titanium white, Mars black, Quinacridone magenta. This is a purple I made with Quinacridone magenta and Phthalo blue and cad yellow medium hue. They're all Liquitex basics this time. Sometimes I use the heavy body. Okay, I think that'd be the fastest setting of the table ever. Oh, I suppose I should mention that I printed out my combination photo that I said I put in my Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group. If you don't want to join the group, message my public email and I'll get you the image. It's just a place to put it. I printed it out 9 by 12. There's a link to how to print out larger images on your 8.5 by 11 piece of printer paper. That link is on my Traceables landing page, and then there's a little pencil and a little palette icon by it. A woman did it just how I do it, so it's not my video, I just used her video. But I scribbled on the back of what I printed out to scale with chalk pastel, and then I traced it with a ballpoint pen. Okay, that sets the table. I'm going to start working on the background.
Okay, well, let's see. So far in the chat tonight, we have Marty, Deborah, Susie, Gravy, Tinker and Melina.
Hey everybody! Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Oh, I didn't mention I've gotten a couple of comments. Just every once in a while I get them. They wished whatever video they were watching was a step-by-step. So they're probably not going to wish this one is a step-by-step. But other than the background, which I just literally painted quinacridone out of my brush, yellow out of my brush, and then where it meets I got kind of orange. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's streaky. Oh, sorry, I just hit my phone. It's streaky and, oh, I even missed coverage over here. I'll have to maybe catch that. I don't know if you can see that. Just to get paint on there, make it go a little faster and give it some depth. But anyway, so what I started to say is this is gonna be part 1 and the next Wednesday will be part 2. And hopefully we can get it all done in 2 weeks. And we'll see what people think. Hey, Leanne, I just saw you pop into the chat. Okay, I'm going to use, so this purple is mostly quinacridone magenta and a little bit of phthalo blue. And I'm just going to grab a 3/4 inch flat brush. It's from Royal and Langnickel. And the only thing is I kind of wish I was more in front of my painting. So let's see.
Do you want to be? I can scooch it.
No, let's just see. Oh, what's nice is that's kind of transparent. That actually might be too transparent. But I'm going to kind of, I will worry about the sides a bit more after the live. Oh, that's kind of neat though. I might just, the reason it's transparent is because, I don't know why, because that one isn't. The box is white, it's fully filled in. But the it's mostly, I know why, because it's mostly quinacridone magenta. It's a semi-transparent color. I don't know if you can see that. The box is half filled. Oh, I'm just seeing the white one now in the delay. So yeah, you guys can sort of see it. Let's just see where this goes. Sorry if I'm bumping. Hey, Emily. Well, actually, I'm gonna just do it.
Oh, yeah, your little wrappy tuck thing. Do you want me to do it?
I can. There we go. Because I kept bumping the cords, the microphone cords. Sorry about the wiggle, guys. I don't know if that's gonna. Let's just do it. I always second guess myself every step of the way. And then eventually I'm gonna put like a black, I don't know, piece of tape or a line or something. And so where the purple goes over the yellow, it looks a little browner because they're complements. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Tinker said that, I'm so excited I love pumpkins. Michael should sponsor your channel.
Yeah, Michael's in U.S. Art Supply.
Mm-hmm.
I love those buy one, get one free, but I really love if you can get it like a 70% off or buy one, get 2 free. I don't think they do that very often. Oh, I forget I can turn it. Well, maybe I won't though.
Tinker also said, beautiful purple you made. I think I like it more than dioxine purple.
Dioxanine?
Maybe,
I don't know how to say it.
It's Dioxinine.
Oh, and I don't have a purple on my shelf, but yeah, I have like Prism Violet and I have Brilliant Purple. I've never bought that. I've never purchased that one. Actually, what I might do is kind of think about, I've got a little bit lighter area. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, it's kind of behind. Here, we'll move Artie. And then we'll move this over. Can you see that? Well, I'll wait till it catches up. Kind of leave a lighter area around the stem. All right. If I turn it, how much is it going to stick? It's going to stick. To me, the beginning is fun because there's not a whole lot of pressure yet to get it right. Just getting some paint, more paint on. And then I'm a little wiggly, but we can straighten it. I just kind of want my brush strokes to go up and down. Yeah, it's a pretty purple. I don't know what it looks like. It'll be a little different on video and then whatever you're watching it on. So a bigger brush would go quicker, but then it's going to be harder for me to go around my tracing. I'm putting some paint on the top so that it'll blend later better, more easily. I'm still getting some brush stroke. I need to leave it alone because it's wanting to dry and I'm not helping it.
Mm-hmm. You're just pulling it up.
Yep, and I'm not listening to myself. So this brush is thinner than this Royal and Langnickel brush. The silver ones, they're Zen line. So if you want to hold more paint, you might like this one better. If you like a really thin and you're doing maybe some calligraphy type lines, you might like this one better. This one came in a pack. I made the chalk pastel extra dark, so hopefully it shows up. For me, it's easier to get the up and down strokes when there isn't the image on there, but as I mentioned, then I get in trouble with my pumpkin, my orange or my yellow things. Emily was knitting Emily crocheting something when she came in. I think it's going to be a ghost.
Yeah. It's on Pottery Barn. There's this super cute, and he's fuzzy, like he's like Sherpa-y material, but it's just like basically what it is it's just like this blob underneath him, and then he's draped with the Sherpa fabric, and he's got little ghosty eyes and ghosty mouth or whatever, and he just like sits on your couch or I don't know, on your entry bench, I don't know, like a little ghosty guy, but it is $90. So I was like, I can crochet something very similar. So I'm crocheting a little ghosty guy.
I think it's gonna be cute. So I'm not liking the brush marks, and I keep telling myself it's okay. So if you like step by step, let me know in the comments. Or if you don't, especially like this is gonna be part 1 and 2. If you don't like it, you can let me know too. I suppose we'll know, actually, I suppose if they don't like it, they might not want to let me know. Because then I can at least see their YouTube name or whatever. But we'll know with the views and the watch time. And we won't know right away, but we'll know over I don't know, a few months. Although that cloud video mine didn't take off for quite a while, and then it did.
Mm-hmm.
So funny. That's kind of interesting. I'm leaning over behind my phone. I think that's going to be, I mean, it's not great yet, but I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to put some purple. I can't see it over there, but just make me happier.
Oh, Leanne says, have you guys seen how people are painting ghosts into different old prints that they found? Yeah, I've seen that on TikTok. Like people will find old paintings or like old prints from like the Goodwill, and they'll crack them open and then paint ghosts over the people. So then it's like, there was some funny one I saw. I think
like
it was
floating, like on top of the people's faces, or like floating?
Just like over the people. So it looks, they're, instead of people, they're now ghost people.
Oh,
like there was some very like like the quintessential, like you have the veggies in the vinegar glass jar Italian 2000s kitchen, like 90s or like early 2000s kitchen that everyone had. You know, so it's some like print probably that they put in their kitchen like that, and it they were like doing yard work or something, and it looked like some like Italian countryside little cottage or whatever, and they're working outside, and someone painted little ghosts over them. It was cute.
Oh, I'll have to look. I have a TikTok. We don't post to it, do we, Em?
No, we haven't. Ever since TikTok started ripping on me for using YouTube's music, I stopped posting.
Oh yeah, you have to do something different. I don't know if I've ever been on TikTok. I suppose I looked at my account once after you set it up. Okay, woohoo! Dry. I suppose I could work on the pumpkin a little
Susie
bit.
says, "Your freckles. Are you
Hey,
projecting freckles?
The mics help with some of the sound.
What's up? Do you want to come? You want to come up here? I'll pick you up. Come here.
So now I'm wondering if I want some blue.
Come here.
Maybe.
Oh, she just touched my mic. I bet she, like her fuzzy paw went.
Well, the mics don't help with that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I put, oh, here, I forgot under here. So what's nice about a little flat brush is you can draw with the corner. You guys probably know that. You guys are my besties. I think maybe the biggest attraction for this will be the combo photo that people can use.
Leanne says it's on YouTube. Also, I think. I bet people also post it to their shorts accounts as well as the.
Look. I can't tell where I put the leg exactly. I think I need to come in a little more.
What you do?
She's like, things are happening. People are home. She's been following me wherever I go in the house. And then pretty much falls asleep because she's sleeping so much more. She's 17, maybe?
Poor Becco.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of cute. And then also I think she wakes up and I'm gone, you know?
You just want your mom to sit still. What are you going to do? You can take a nap in my lap?
Yeah. That really looks interesting with the red up there.
Oh, Marty says, I love being your bestie.
I love it too. I love that we hang out. I get good ideas from you guys. I wonder if we just want to go a little bluer. So people say, how do you know what to do? Well, I don't. I just kind of... I can't find my palette knife. I had it here like that long ago. Did I? All right, let's just grab another one. I probably stuck it back in someplace. I wonder if we just want to go a little bluer. No, actually, I'm going to grab some magenta. So you get the idea what I'm doing. I'm going to set it down because it's all wobbly. Could go straight at blue. I guess why I'm doing this is because I'm a little scared to go straight at blue. So I'm making a blue or purple. I'm a scaredy cat. Oh, I should do a cat.
Gravy points out that there's still yellow on the one side.
There's still yellow on the one
On the side of the painting.
Oh, here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't see. And there's still yellow here. There's definitely yellow down there. I just painted over some of the sides. And then I'll finish the sides after the live. Either this time or next time. But thank you. Thank you, thank you. I get sidetracked. We'll see how this looks. Ooh, definitely darker. So the second coat's going to be darker. Try a little more water. A lot of times I'll have my corners be darker.
What? You want your chair? Want your chair? Oh.
You know, I might not need, with the way I set it up, I have a black line here. Oh, I might not need it. I've got so many things, I can't get it back in there. Plus I've got Artie's, oh, I forgot to look to see if that was in frame once I stuck it over there. I think it will be. So Emily came in today with a Hocus Pocus t-shirt, but it's, how would you describe it, Em? It's not like straight up from the movie.
It's just like illustrated, I guess.
Yeah,
They're
illustrated,
a little like
funky.
cartoony looking. Got it at Target.
Got it at Target, which is a U.S. store. Like, I want one.
There's 15 doll hairs.
It's expensive. I have squirrel money. Do you guys have squirrel money? I'll take a little bit of my squirrel money and go get a t-shirt. I gotta tell you, I was kind of nervous about other stuff going on in my life, and now I'm relaxing. I'm starting to zone. I mean, I'm just painting up and down stripes.
The Zen.
Starting to chill out, which is a good thing. That's the good thing about painting. I do need to kind of pay attention. Stop yakking so much. I don't know, do I want that? Maybe I'll just grab some of my other purple. It's going to be darker. It's not wanting to stick. I wonder if it's not totally dry there. Let's go back over here. And if I get too dark, we'll come back with a little white in it, a little yellow, something. Probably white. So I'm trying to leave a lighter area here. We'll see how successful I am. So I'm grabbing some of my first purple. Because it's more transparent. That blue, I was surprised that the blue was so opaque. I didn't remember that. And it's lifting. Boy, that looks funny. Paintings look funny. Maybe I'm done with this color and I want to go to blue. Just kind of put some on the sides because I can't see. Okay. It is easier to paint, I think, when you get a layer of paint on it. Oh, someone asked me why would I paint. It was the llama with the glasses video, and I had painted it, oh, like a yellow oxide or a Naples yellow color to start. And there's like, I came up with more reasons I thought I would. I mean, it can be easier to apply. That first coat of paint can be a little tough. It's the canvas is more absorbent. I can't remember what else. What? Oh, one of the other ones was instead of painting on a snow white blinding canvas, you have more of a middle value to work your lights and darks from. Gosh, that's the only two I can think of right now. I think I had like 4 or 5. I should go find the comment. I start something I can't. Ooh, that's brighter than I want. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just play with it. So I mix a little white into my phthalo blue. A little dark purple. Just kind of play with it. You know, maybe I do want it to get... we are not dry.
You should try it one more time. Maybe it'll be dry.
have to be nice to you during the live, don't I?
Yeah. I felt the pause of like polite pause, or like the like kind of like when the kid's naughty and then the mom pulls him off the side and whispers in their
The
ear.
whisper in the ear. Yeah, the whisper in the ear was coming.
I could feel the whisper in the ear.
Emily.
That's the mom pause.
I have wishful thinking. So now I'm not getting much of the magenta coming through because I've got layers. And I was gonna say too many layers, but no, I want the coverage. If I want, I could always come back. Oh, it's starting to dry.
Oh, I like that.
Let's get, yeah, the layers.
That's fun.
Layers help. Layers help.
That's juicy.
Yeah. And you can say, well, just put on a thicker layer the first time around. I don't know. I mean, it's not as fun for me. And then I will let some of the...
Yeah, I think you achieve something still. You know,
yeah,
like
I think so too.
The building helps. Underpainting is a thing.
Yeah, it is a thing. I don't know how much I...
Oh, Marty says, happy Wednesday with a $9.99 super chat.
Marty, thank you.
Happy Wednesday to you, Marty.
You spoil me. Thank you, thank you. It's lifting up there. I might have to have Emily.
Do you want me to hair dry it?
Maybe. Well, I'm not done mucking with it, but yeah, I might. The more layers I get on it.
Leanne asks, what size is the wood panel?
It's a stretch canvas panel from Michaels. It's a 9x12.
Mm. I guess for some reason I was like, yeah, this is totally a wood panel.
Oh, I've been doing a lot of wood lately, so that didn't,
yeah.
You know, that.
I didn't even think twice when she said that and I read that. I was like, yeah, this is a wood panel.
All right, I kind of want to, I'm going to do it again. It's not going to be dry. I kind of want to, wait. So I would dry this with a hair dryer if I were working on it. Because I think I do want the black now. I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it lighter. So I don't want it too dark because the Raven's a bluish and black. So hopefully the people that comment, you know, why don't you show your backgrounds in real time? Why do you time lapse? You might be getting a sense of like, oh,
this is why.
This is a little painful.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little. But for those who want to know, this is truly my favorite part because there's not a lot of thought. Well, that's kind of fun. And I'll probably go, oh, too blue, and then go back to, I do crazy things. I'm kind of having that thought.
Are you?
Kind of having the...
Oh, Melena says, I just learned you can slow down time lapse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nifty thing that they got.
I need to mention that more. I mean, you can just turn the sound off anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really need it.
Yeah, they don't like you talking.
Oh, yeah.
Just mute.
Put on a little of your own music.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that dried darker. It was so pretty. And it scared me. And I don't know what I did. But see, now I can get like some little fun dry brushing.
Well, this is a perfect compliment from the username Rock Your Colors. I just love the dark and bright colors together.
Oh, thank you, Rock Your Colors. Great name. My YouTube name is Annie Troe. Yeah, I like, this is out of the tube, which is fun. The photo, I put two photos together in case I don't know if you're here in the beginning or in case someone's just joining us. The links to the original photos are in this video's description, and then there's a link to my where I posted this photo over here. I put together in Photoshop. So I'm just going to kind of guess, and then we'll straighten it out when it's dry. I put, this combo photo in my Annie Troe Art Friends Facebook group, just for some place to put it. If you don't want to join, just comment on YouTube. We'll figure out a way to get it to you. I have a public email on my About page that you can message me through. I kind of sound a little bit like Eeyore, but I think it's because I'm painting and thinking, trying to think. And
your wheels are turning in too many different directions.
Oh, my brain likes to do one thing at a time.
Rocker Color says, nice to meet you. I paint kindness rocks. Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that sounds so fun. I'm grabbing a little of my, just any of my purple and a little white. Let's see what we think. I think we think that it's too light. I did that before, though. It does dry about a half shade darker. Most acrylics. This is Liquitex. I'm going to have to mix more purples, which is fine. One thing nice about using the primaries, even if I don't mix the exact same purple, it's going to be unified no matter what. I can't tell how this is doing. I'm so on top of it.
I like it.
Yeah, we're getting...
It looks very,
it needs some help down here, I think.
like midnight glowy, northerny, lightsy.
Hey, good, all good answers. You're back in my good graces now. After that.
That was a quick turnaround.
Do you like how I tied that back in? Do you like how I tied that back in? Oh, I love having Emily here too. She does the major editing on the videos. I do some simple editing and send it to her. She did the intro, graphics and music, the art hug. Oh, here's the original sun. My light's coming from up here. Is that going to be in frame? That might not quite be. I'll stick it there for a minute. There's Mr. Sun. Because I was using a kneaded eraser on some earlier videos saying, okay, my light's coming from here, and it's just kind of a gross gray blob. This is Artie, Art Hug guy. We just taped him to an old stubby brush. That's all Emily. Even though I was the graphic designer. I really like what Emily does too. She finds all the music.
Susie says, I love the blue against the first background you painted. Me too.
Oh, good.
It's juicy.
Oh yeah, it looks better on the stream also because it steps it back for me. Because I am 8 inches from the canvas. Mm-hmm. And so I see all the little things that are bugging me. It's fun just to play. Oh, I finished Bailey. We can flash that. And
yeah, do we have a commercial? I never asked you.
Well, just an announcement.
Okay. Well, it's 3:34 or 6:34.
Yeah, I said really no commercial, but the only announcement is no giveaway this month. I know it. I have things to give away.
Oh my god.
But no giveaway. I'm a busy artist this month.
Everyone riot.
I love the giveaways. It does stink. I did get a couple comments this time like, oh, I guess that leaves YouTube people out. And it does because I do it only on Facebook so I don't miss anybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, and it's like messaging on YouTube isn't as slick of a thing as like Facebook Messenger and...
No, yeah. Well, and when I had lifetimes ago, I had an art licensing business blog and I did giveaways and I used Rafflecopter. I mean, there's just all kinds of things. And then I had them on all the social medias I was on at that time. And I would only allow one entry then. And then I'd say, oh, I remember that name from over on the other social media site, Mm-hmm. And so and then I was so worried I was missing people. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, we'll just do it one place.
Mm-hmm.
But not everybody likes Facebook. I hear you and I understand. But it's also like I don't do it. I only do it for the U.S. to stay on the right side of the law. You know, I don't have a lawyer. I have a lawyer, but I don't want to pay the lawyer to figure out all the different legalities for every country. And then there's shipping to other countries. I'm trying to decide if I'm kind of done with that.
I saw some of the little hearty guys float up.
Oh, yeah?
Because people can just like tap the little heart button.
Little hardy guys.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They're cute.
favorite artist tool ever? Do I dare say that? That's rather final.
Wow.
Is a little cheap 1 foot T-square from Michael's. I have lots of Michael stores here in Omaha. It won't be perfect because the corners kind of come out on the canvases sometimes. Ah! I forgot I pulled that forward, but I don't know if you guys can see it, but it lets me know I'm too high.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that cool? That's just so cool. You can use tape. I'm probably not getting it straight because of the angles on this side, but... And I definitely don't have it over on that side. That's cool. I have no idea how much that costs. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of thin right here.
Where? Oh, yeah, maybe a little.
Just...
It looks smoother, more blended on the
Yeah.
video, for sure.
I wonder if I just take like a little yellow and a little quinacridone. We could get mud if it's not dry enough by that blue. Oh, that's too much yellow. We need slouch and lean cam tonight. I think people get a kick out of seeing what I'm doing.
How bent up you are.
I don't, actually, maybe it's good. I recommend you paint straight onto your canvases.
Yeah.
But I tell you, I've learned a lot not doing it. Like, okay, make sure you pay attention to X. I'm going to add a little, oh, maybe not that much. I grabbed a little bit of white. I'll grab a little bit of magenta. So I don't know that you have to do this, but like there's artists at the downtown gallery, and they'll leave the paint thin. And I just don't. I like getting it on there. I don't know that there's a right or a wrong. Oh, I am getting a little mud. It still needs something. I feel like this isn't even Bob Ross pace.
Well, yeah, Bob Ross completes a whole landscape in his like
in a half an hour.
His hour, 1/2 hour time slot.
Yeah. That documentary, I don't know how accurate it was, that we watched, said he used to paint him ahead of time till he got really good. Mm-hmm. So he knew what to do.
Well, I think he still kind of, they would know what he was going to paint. But then all of a sudden he would stray and start throwing extra things in, and they'd be panicking that he's not going to get it done in time.
He'd also scare the film crew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, that's better coverage, but now I'm a little worried about, does it make sense? Oh, here, I want to get up and walk to the other end of my little studio.
Oh, did you turn the phone on LTE?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it buffering?
No, I just thought about it because I don't know. It just popped in my brain.
I did focus. I think I said I did Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay.
Is what I said out loud, but we had a lot of... Can you throw this away?
Yeah.
Nice catch. I just threw Emily a really wet paper towel. Now I'm wondering if I dislike that. I kind of like the blue streak I had there. It might be too soon. I might be crazy. Okay, if I sing, it makes it okay?
Mm-hmm.
I think I need to leave that alone and work on the pumpkin a little bit. I think I want that darker. Do we want it black? Okay, here, maybe that would be a good example. I'll see if I can aim pretty well to my phone. Oh, maybe not. Maybe here. So here, the blue has several coats, but this is sort of one coat, and it's okay to have the yellow coming through. That can look neat. But that's what I mean by thinner. I like this a little better. I just like a little, I don't know, richer paint, thicker paint. I don't know, I can't come up with the adjective of what I'm describing. Sometimes I'll see watercolors, acrylics, and it's totally okay, but they'll look like watercolors. They've got them so thin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's art. You can do what you want. Maybe we just do this. I feel like I'm boring everybody to tears because this is not a fast process.
Everyone's regretting asking for step by step.
Yeah. We are literally step by step. Well, and my argument was, well, people only watch an average of 6 minutes of any one of our videos. We get more than 6 minutes, I'm all excited. But that doesn't mean, I don't know, it doesn't, like, we should still try things and see how it works.
Rock Your Color says, "You're really inspiring me to start Halloween rocks. Not boring at all. It's soothing."
I was thinking today I need to start Christmas for the galleries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. I bet the rocks are really fun. I've got a ladybug rock. That's about as much rock painting as I've done. I keep going higher. Let's make sure it's halfway dry.
Susie says, "I've seen videos of acrylic used on paper and watered down like watercolor."
Oh yeah, especially then it'll soak into the paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was an artist at one of the art shows I used to go to. I was going to go to it last weekend, and I just was too busy.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, that didn't do anything. He would paint like on really heavy paper. I don't know what kind it was. And then have like a watercolor looking painting, and then leave the white background of the paper, and then have some drips and some fade outs and some washes. It was really fun. It's really fun. And I had my nose really close to it, and he goes, "You must be an artist." I'm like, "Oh, I won't touch it." And I'm like, "That's just cool." Yeah, so even when I say like thin isn't bad, it's just not me. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry, and we'll flash Bailey quick. If I can get the video to Emily, we'll post the full beginning to end video of the dog portrait soon. So I just sprayed my paints with a little bit of water. Emily gave me this. It's a fine mist sprayer. Oh, setting mist.
It's a makeup set.
It used to be a
spray.
makeup thing.
I think I say that every live.
Well, I do too.
Oh, okay.
The fine mist is nice.
Yeah, it is really fine.
I had one from a glass cleaner, but... So there's Bailey. I don't know if she's fitting. I'll look for the... She turned out...
She looks in frame on the phone.
Okay. Oh, I forget I can look on the phone. Anyway, she turned out well.
Mm-hmm.
I varnished her today. So I put a gel gloss isolation layer and then and then let that dry overnight. Where I live in the middle of the U.S., I pretty much just any time of the year need it overnight. And then I put on a satin glaze this morning, and it dries pretty much to the touch in 15 minutes. And then I'll put a hanger on it tomorrow. I've got a video about how I varnish in the Art Tips playlist here on YouTube. So that didn't give me much time for drying. I think it might be okay. I think I might need to work on the pumpkin. What if this only takes me one night?
I know. What if it does?
No, the background's easier. If I get into the details of the raven, I could spend 3 days on it.
Mm-hmm.
Raven? Crow.
Crow.
Is there a difference?
Probably. For sure, there definitely is. Right?
Oh, I don't know. And this one has like little, if I can find it. Probably shouldn't take up so much time. Oh yeah, you can see it. So, this is gonna be a little weird. There. There's like little teeny skinny feathers that go over the beak. Hopefully you can see that. Oh, here. I forget I can look at there.
He looks fuzzy.
I don't know if I'm gonna put that in there.
He looks fuzzy.
But there's quite a bit over the beak. That's a good reference photo in that you can see all the blues in there.
I want to pet him. He looks fuzzy.
I like that he's stepping off.
Yeah, he's like mid-step.
Uh-huh.
It's cute.
And his angle works pretty well with the pumpkin. All right, let's do the pumpkin. So we need an orange. It's so funny. I don't know where my decent palette knife went. I must have left it someplace.
Did you start the live with it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had it when I mixed the purple before I had a late lunch.
Hmm.
I don't know where I probably just set it down someplace. Okay, so let's make an orange.
Let's see. Rocker Killer says, "Aw, love it. You're amazing." Deborah says, "Bailey turned out great." Susie says, "Love that doggy painting."
Thank you.
Melina says, "Great job."
Thank
Leanne
you.
says, "Wow, Bailey looks fabulous."
Oh, you guys are so nice. You guys are good for my ego. Holy moly.
And Marty says, "He looks so much like my dog. Love your painting."
Oh, I think Emily and Chase is Emily's fiance, commissioned it for a birthday present, but they don't watch YouTube, so at least my YouTube.
At least your YouTube. It's very much off the radar, so.
So hopefully Emily likes it. I didn't actually
it looks
ask
just
you.
like Bailey.
Oh, I did. I asked you someday, didn't I?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks just like Bailey. I like you sent or I what came upstairs to drop or to airdrop you a video or whatever, so you'd have it. But and you specifically said like, okay, well, make sure you look at Bailey while you're up there. And I was like,
right.
okay. And I come up here, completely forget about it, and then I turn around and go back downstairs because I think Jack or no, either way to go downstairs Sunday dinner or whatever, and I see Bailey and I literally go, oh, that's Bailey, just like to myself. It's Bailey.
It looks like the photo.
Mm-hmm.
That's. And I don't think the eyes are glowier, but I think they're okay.
Mm-hmm. I like when the eyes are glowier.
I'm just making quite a bit of orange. Speaking of step by step in real time.
Ooh, Susie says crows and ravens are different breeds. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, they have different names. Let me go back to the live stream. I don't know how many ribs I'm going to put in the pumpkin. How much time do I have? 40 minutes. I'm rather chill tonight, considering I was not chill before the live. I was like, Emily, I did this, and I did this, and I'm going to do this, and I did it. You know, just like, she's like, hi, Mom. You know? I don't know if I even said hi to you.
I don't know.
You're probably prepared these
I think
days.
I
I'm
just
going
came
to
upstairs.
dump on you.
Yeah, I just came upstairs talking about how I felt coming in here, or like I fell into the house. I didn't actually fall,
Oh,
but
yeah,
like
you did.
I tried to push the storm door open up far enough for me to walk in, and then I completely forgot about the fact that you have like a little step up. So then I like fell into the side of the door, and I always come in with my arms full of things. So then I just like banged around your front door, trying to get inside.
I don't think it actually scared Freckles. She was
I was
downstairs
worried about that.
sleeping. Because that was the last place I was. I was going to do the pumpkin. I decided to change my mind. I'm going to do the stem. At least get some paint on the stem. You can make brown a bunch of different ways. I always just go with an orangey, add black, and then if I want a rusty brown, add more quinacridone. It's more of a pink color. Quinacridone magenta. I'm going to make some more. I do have kind of Eeyore going sometimes here. I hear it. I mean, Emily is most of the time right, like 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking how much I'm enjoying YouTube and everybody.
Huh.
And how much I fought it. I fought it pretty hard. Like, oh, I don't like this. I don't want that. I don't. Don't you think I fought it pretty hard?
Oh, just a little bit.
I fought it hard. Of course, now we're in our 3rd year. Maybe it took. Yeah, so it took me.
I think I convinced you for a year. Just because.
No, but I mean, how long have we been doing the lives? Though? Oh, we haven't been doing the lives as long.
No, yeah, because we couldn't do live.
Oh, right.
We had to wait or something.
We had to wait till we're big enough.
But yeah, I think I was like telling you should do it for a year. Because, and I think the only thing that finally got you was just the,
Go ahead.
You know, like the way you paint paintings. And I guess initially you used to always paint, it was the reverse. You would paint things that you thought would make good collections for art licensing.
Right.
And then mix and match them all together kind of thing.
Yep.
Whereas now you just paint things and then because you think they'll sell and then it's art licensing as well.
Yep.
It's the reverse.
I decided to change it because I didn't want a bunch of art sitting around my house.
But then were you already selling in the gallery? Yes. And I think I convinced you with how cool would it be to be able to put on your tag, like, watch this video painted on YouTube. People would love that, to see their painting painted.
Yeah, I was probably in Nebraska City.
Yeah, and then also just, like, it's just another, like, what is that? Like, you're double dipping or whatever. Like, if, let's say, YouTube ever did anything, what is that? It's not like more eggs in one basket, but it's like, you know, the painting that you'll sell is also a video to help other people paint.
So I get more bang for my buck for each painting.
Okay. Really. Yeah.
Yeah. So I might not I won't license everything, but I sell like 90% of what I paint sells. Mm-hmm. I think that's fair. Mm-hmm. As I'm looking at the donut over your head that hasn't sold, but I haven't taken it to the gallery in a long time.
Yeah, and you were saying that my kitties wouldn't sell, but guess what? They sold the day you took them there.
Yeah. So that helps. I mean, YouTube is not a moneymaker, at least not for us. But it helps. Mm-hmm. And it's just fun.
And I think what kind of got you on that track, the seal the deal was just like, how many art friends do you have, Anne? Like, think of all these people. You'll find a community. You'll make little art friends.
Yeah, no, it helps. Helps a ton. Well, and it just helps because I'm like, oh, I need art friends. Mm-hmm. All that talking, it's kind of dry now.
Yeah, talk too much. And Susie says, I'm so glad you're here.
I'm so glad you guys are here.
See, it's so fun.
Well, I mean,
it is a lot of work, but it's like, I think the lives, I always say the lives are my favorite.
I wouldn't get nearly, the lives have always been Emily's favorite. I used to have huge headaches to try and talk and paint at the same time. Oh my gosh, my brain was not prepared for that. This is a 3/8 inch flat brush from Royal and Langnickel. I'm just thinking cooler here, and now it's too light. And then that's like too black, and too this, too much salt, too much pepper. There we go. And I'm not going to get it right, but I'm funny about that, because I can come back and fix it. But actually, the shift in color does end up helping me too. You know what's great is I have I updated 2 of my pairs of glasses this spring, summer, and this is one of them, so everything's in focus.
Woohoo.
Woohoo. Then I want to say hashtag old people problems, which nobody says anymore. I've been using hashtag old people whatever way past its lifetime.
You can hashtag old people problems and complain about how you are specific about where you like your reader's sight line and
I like it low.
And that it hasn't got or they haven't gotten it right before, and then you're stuck like viewing life through your readers.
Yeah, I think. Well, I only do it once a year, but I think next year, if I get new glasses, I'm thinking I'll be more insistent about read my file.
Read my file.
Because it costs them money when they get the lenses wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm driving, looking through, reading.
It's kind of a fun challenge.
I just take my glasses off because I don't need them for driving.
Yeah.
I just wear them so I don't have 50 pairs of readers all over the place. It's like my palette knife. I can't find it. If the glasses are on my face, I can read.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but
yeah, I have. I needed glasses in 3rd grade, and you're still. You can take a driver's test without them.
I have Gramps' eyes.
Almost 60.
I know. I don't feel almost 60 until like my knee was hurting before we went live.
Yeah.
Oops, I just probably hit my phone. I felt it with my other arm. So it just is ugly for a while. My voice is a little rough. I can tell it's fall.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've been sneezing. But I also had the windows open because the fresh air has been nice. Oh, I wonder if the smoke in Canada is better, or if the wind has shifted so we're not getting it. I hope it's better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I noticed we got that rain and it kind of cleared out and it hasn't come back, even though the breeze feels like it's from the north. Oh, I don't think I saw Suzanne here.
Oh, I'm not really looking.
Suzanne isn't here tonight.
Chase isn't here.
Chase isn't here. He's at football practice for his very serious and very important flag football on Sundays.
Oh.
Literally, he called me like, I don't know, 5:30. I get here early for the lives, and he's like, Emily, where's my wristband?
I could tell he was like, where's my
panic? And I was like, I know I have a file of them, but like not this year because they play. It's like there's a fall league and a summer or spring league, and so I think like a year ago in the fall at the end of the year, he's like, Emily, we got some plays that we kind of want to stick on a play wristband so we can call them out in between plays. Could you like make that in like Photoshop or something for me? And I was like, sure. And I put. Like, they're just usually colored dots.
I like how you're kind of doing a little Chase voice.
I'm just trying to do a guy voice. But, so they're like colored dots so you can tell Steve that he's the blue dot. Yeah. And then he knows where to run.
Yeah.
But I put little smiley faces on every little dot. And Chase was like, no, can you remove those? Because it wasn't very manly for me to stick. Oh, do you need to say something? Okay. It wasn't very manly for me to, like, he's got to show up with all of his other grown man friends with the little wristband place with smiley faces on them. And I said, no, I cannot. I spent the time making them, so they're going to stay. And he got picked on for having them on there.
Well, that's why you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, gotta have some fun if you're doing the work. Let's just see what this orange does. So the yellow, I always think of things after I load my brush, is semi-transparent. I totally forget I can lean over and see if I'm in the frame. And the quinacridone, we already did that semi-transparent. I need to go higher than I think when I'm aiming. Freckles has got a lot of energy today.
Mm-hmm. She settled in like the chair and then the little like sack thing, like the footstool for my one foldable chair from when I was young. But she woke up again. And I don't think she knows what to do with herself.
So I pulled this off the edge just so I can kind of paint the bottom a little bit. And I'm getting brush stroke marks. All these things happen. I think I finally learned, I don't know how many times I've tried to do a white, yellow, orangish image on a really dark background, and I'm like, oh, that's a lot of work to bring up the color. Mm-hmm. A lot of layers.
A lot of layers.
So brush stroke direction can be your best friend. You don't always have to get it just right or just so. I'm going to grab a little white and see if I can be steadier. Everybody breathe. I felt everybody stop breathing when I did that. I don't know how long it took me not to hold my breath when I did stuff like that. I can hear my old basketball coach in my head now. Breathe when you shoot free throws. It's the same thing. So I just dipped a little purple in the corner. So I have white here. I think I'm going to put orange or something. If I just set myself up a little bit. And then this is actually thin and coming through with a glow, but I kind of like it. We'll see if I still like it once I get. You could have more than one brush going. Oil painters do this. You know, they'll have a couple brushes for a couple of colors. And they'll just have a bunch of these. And just have them sitting around their nice big palettes. They don't use little. I'm like, that is so smart. Mm-hmm. Oh, after I did that, I was talking, so I want to clean that up. We're going to do it again. I don't talk and paint the best. I get sidetracked. I'm a little worried about the shape of this pumpkin. I kind of made it bigger and whiter. And I made it even bigger and wider than the photo. My voice sounded funny. Than the photo. Just because I want the bottom to definitely be down here somewhere. Oh, you can't see. Down below the frame. Down below the canvas. It's a little cleaner. All right, while I'm doing that, I should clean this side. Whoop, and I just stuck my thumb in orange paint.
Oh, no.
So we'll scoot it over so it's in frame. I have a handy dandy rag. We should sell, when we get big or something, sell handy dandy rags. So it makes me giggle. Not because I think it's going to be some huge money maker, just because it makes me giggle.
Handy dandy.
I sound so 60.
A handy dandy hanky, basically.
Is that from something?
No. Handy dandy notebook is from Blue's Clues. If you remember Blue's Clues.
Oh, I do. Yes. I was going to sing the song and I'm like, oh, that's not it. Was that Steve?
Yeah, that is Steve. He got replaced by Joe.
Oh.
I think that was his name.
Striped shirt. Yeah, Steve?
Mm-hmm.
I guess he had problems.
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think Steve was just...
I'm having a hard time with this one.
They sent him off to college because he was balding, and I don't think Steve wanted to do it anymore.
Yeah. Kind of aged out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this angle is not as easy for me.
Gravy says everybody is looking for Blue's Clues. Yeah, now the themes, the song he would sing for when he got the mail song.
Mail time? Is that Blue's Clues or is that something else?
Or the We Just Got a Letter. There's also another one, I think.
We just got a letter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. So I didn't lighten my chalk pastel. That would have made this part easier, too. I don't know how wonky we are. Oh, it always looks better in the video. Okay. Yeah, painting the stem first was a good idea.
Good.
So now I'm not really going with the pumpkin ridges. You know, the pumpkin, that goes with the ridges or whatever those are, grooves. Mm-hmm. But you don't always have to. It would be easier to paint the pumpkin and then put the traceable back on after it's dry and put the, oh, we don't know if it's a crow or a raven. I said I was going to call it a crow. Emily probably thinks I'm crazy. But that would be easier than painting around like the toes here. You don't have to put the whole traceable on at once. Ooh, that's drying. Gotta leave that alone.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's okay. It's just because I'm trying to So if you don't want that to happen, you can bring the top piece down and tighten it. I like to play. I like to live on the edge.
You like to live fast and loose, or
I
is that a thing?
I think it is. I think it's a thing, but I don't know from what. Yeah, it's doing funny things.
Becco.
Oh yes, Freckle's still on your lap. Emily's
Yeah.
behind me, so I can't see her unless I turn around.
She's still my buddy. She's moving a little bit.
Boy, she's been awake for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Her little toe beans are pressing into my leg, and it's kind of like on a nerve, and it's making my leg tingle.
She's probably like, Mom keeps leaving and doing things, and
I know, girlfriend.
I miss her. Or she's just, I
know.
like you better, Emily.
Oh, she's leaving you because you're talking. She's leaving. Oh, she's sniffing her house.
Huh. Watch your rubber face on the tripod.
The tripod.
That holds my phone. Oh, I've got a quinacridone chunk in my orange. I've got a hunk of quinacridone. If that's how you say it. I remember I Googled it to make sure I say it right. What did she just do? Did she try to
She's
climb
trying
in
to
my
get
bag?
in the home goods bag.
How many of you guys have pets?
She's perusing.
I bet a lot of you guys have pets.
I know Mari does because she said her dog looks like Bailey.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if I said. I think that's a black-mouthed cur.
Yeah, well, she's a mix of things, but the Humane Society said that she was probably a mutt mixed with some things, but she looks a lot like a black-mouthed cur. And when you Google one, she's like the yellow one. At least when you Google like a yellow black-mouthed cur, she looks a lot like them.
Oops, I didn't want that there.
Sometimes they got longer. They have like longer ears than hers, and she always kept them back. Like, half the time if I took a photo straight on, like she looked earless because she didn't, because they were always back when she was relaxed.
She's funny.
She was silly.
So, okay, I need to think about light. I'm thinking we're going to have a little side glow. My son, I'm going to get the little one because it'll fit in frame. Well, here, actually we could just put right over the crow. It's pretty much coming from the top. In both photos, I also darkened this down here in Photoshop. It's coming from the right if you look at the pumpkin stem. And what's weird is if it's this bright here, it actually should be, oh, I think my little sun fell, the original one. It should be that bright up here, really, in my mind. Maybe not. Maybe this is oilier and that part of the head isn't, because the top of the beak is...
He's got a greasy noodle.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the one thing about light, too, is you can... you don't have to get it just so. Just keep in mind the direction. I hope I didn't lose that little sun.
Let's see.
Because I actually want it, because I don't like that one covering it up.
Oh, Mari says I have cats and dogs. And Susie says 2 12-year-old pound kitties, Buster and Peaches. That's cute.
Oh, that's really cute.
And Gravy says Buddy Bear, Black Lab, Australian Shepherd mix. Ooh, I bet that's cute.
Oh, I think he's told me that before. I just don't remember.
I bet he's cute.
Oh, I bet he's really cute. I think I'm going to have my light a little bit. Actually, it would be maybe dark. You know what? The shadow from the crow, I can put it back in. So my paint's getting sticky and I can feel it kind of pulling. When it kind of dragging maybe is a good way to... So I'm going to have to give up on this. I'm just adding white to my orange right now. If you want to keep it a little warmer, add yellow and white. That's a good tip, like to warm up and lighten your greens. A lot of times it can go kind of minty and you might not want that. Just add yellow and white. Ooh, that's fun. Those little zigzaggy, I don't know if it shows up on the video. That's kind of fun. I'm just rinsing out my brush because it's loaded with paint. It doesn't really need rinsing.
Deborah says we have 3 rescue small dogs. Lhasa Opso.
Oh.
And a cockapoo and a terrier mix. And then I googled the Lhasa Opso, and it's like one of those I always see them in dog shows because they have like the really long hair, and then they have like it perfectly trimmed, and then when they walk, it all zhuzhes.
I always say like Lhasa Ops.
Lhasa Opso.
Now that we're thinking about it, we can't say.
A Lhasa Opso. That's a mouthful. I did not.
I just did the wrong color on my brush
But yeah,
because
I
wasn't
googled
thinking.
and I was like, when they keep them short, it looked very similar to like of Maltese in my brain. But they're the ones that get the really long hair, where they put them in the cute little bows and stuff.
I'm gonna mix some more orange.
Oh, Gravy says, do we have plans for Halloween?
Probably Emily's house again.
My
watch
house
a movie.
again, and hopefully I get more trick-or-treaters. I was so sad.
You have so many little kids in your neighborhood.
I know. Well, they must live on the other side, you know? I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I was so sad. So this year, and I don't think Chase wasn't home, so he wasn't there to see the disappointment. But I told him, and he's like, okay, well, maybe we'll put like more decor in the yard or something so people know to come down our block.
Come here for free candy.
Yeah, we bought, his parents have a Costco membership, so we tagged along and we got a box of full-size candy bars, and then we got like 3 bags. Because I'm like, there's no way we aren't going to have a lot of kids. And then we got like 3 bags of candy, and we maybe had 5.
Well, you know what is
I was handing them out fistfuls.
I don't know how many kids now just on my street.
Yeah.
Because the street, I mean, it used to be young, and then we all kind of get old, and then
it was young when I was young. Yeah.
Yeah, and now the younger families are moving in where I'm the old person. I'm like, oh, Halloween's going to be fun. I guess I don't give out too many details about where I live, but it's always been a good, decent neighborhood. Just because of what's around us.
Yeah, they don't give any direct.
I know. I was like, don't tell people
and...
where you live.
Yeah.
I already say we're in Omaha.
That's fine. That's like, I mean, if you do Omaha and surrounding area, that's like all annex, that's like 1 million, I think, last time I Googled.
I don't know.
So good luck finding us.
Get some brown and some orange. I'm sure it's not that hard, probably.
Actually, it's probably really not, but.
Please don't.
Yeah. Oh, Deborah says that's how it's pronounced. That's how you pronounce it, LOL. We keep her short. When they're short, they look like, at least the pictures online, they have like those extra fuzzy, like, blankets where it's the fuzzy blanket, but the fur on the fuzzy blanket's a little longer. Oh, kind of like you know that giraffe blanket that Chase, it's like weirdly giraffe patterned, but not giraffe colored that Chase got me one year?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, but it could be because I'm...
But they look like that, and they look very snuggly.
Well, I can picture the dog.
Mm-hmm.
They're adorable.
And the short ears look so cute.
Yeah,
they look like a bob haircut.
I'm just telling you it's sticky and dragging, but I'm still fighting it. Probably should work a little bit on the raven. Other YouTube artists are faster.
I really like the background.
Oh, good.
It's very juicy.
You know I don't like it, but I'm also on top of it. I'm wondering if it's too glowy but you know, once I get the raven, I keep switching. The crow in, I still also want a little more paint here. I'll know better if it's needs adjusting. And that's just personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, I still want to paint. Like I watch pastel artists, and I'm like, oh, I want to paint that landscape like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's very similar because they'll just do layers and color on top of it. They more religiously, to use that word, I don't know if that quite fits, will use dark to light technique.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas I'll bounce around. So it's very similar. But I'm like, I'm not that loose. I'm getting looser.
Yeah.
But, and of course it's not going to turn out like theirs anyway. It's part of it's just their handwriting and what they've done over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let that sit for a minute and take a drink up. Pop. So I have a piece of paper on my tabletop easel just because a lot of times I'll flip it and forget that that's wet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that I care if I get paint on my easel, but I can throw the paper away, whereas the paint, I suppose I could peel it off, but the paint likes to stick to the paint. And then you can get, it just bugs me. It bugs me.
Cindy says, hi, Annie, Emily, and Art Friends. I am really late tonight. That's fine.
Hey, we're just hanging
Happy
out.
you
This is
made
this is part 1. Part 2 is next Wednesday. And I just realized I have my backlight on, but I don't think it's a problem. Actually, it's lighting up the photo.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I usually use that for dry.
And
What? Would you, when you get a chance, hand me the pliers on the taller step stool?
And Gravy said his was very disappointing too last year, and he had the red ones.
Both.
And he only had 9 kids. Yeah, I started handing out, once I realized, like, oh no, nobody's coming, I started handing out, like, fistfuls. And we still were left with an entire bucket of candy.
You're mad. You were mad.
I was so upset.
So I'm just going to put these down there because, I don't know, just to flip it and keep it up. Fewer contact points, I guess. We talked about using blocks, like kid blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just funny about my easels. Does that mess it up?
Maybe a little bit. But if you're painting the pumpkin, no. Oh no, it's totally fine.
Well, I might.
It's totally fine. Don't look in there. Look on the live video. Because it's totally fine.
Okay, yeah, I think it is. It's still, the live is so far behind on my iPad, even though when I...
No, it's caught up. Oh, unless you weren't caught up.
Well, I push it forward and it doesn't always like it.
Oh.
Oh, it is totally fine.
Just
Just believe your daughter. Right?
yeah. But I think, so we're getting a new fridge delivered Friday.
Oh, does it have fancy things?
No, because we had 2 options with water in the door for what fit in the hole.
Well, that's a fancy thing.
So I'm losing my cheese drawer.
Sorry, it just sounds
I
funny.
love my cheese drawer.
Emily's spicy about losing the cheese drawer.
But I think there's kind of like a cheese drawer. We'll just put Pops in it though. When you open the whole fridge, it's there.
It's hard to change when you get used to it.
I know, but I won't have to make ice anymore. We'll have all our indoor shelves because that was annoying. Like 2 of them are broken, so we can't put anything in the door on one, or we can't put it to anything in 2 slots on the door.
Yeah.
The ice maker is not in the fridge like ours is, so it sucks up like height, you know?
Uh-huh.
It's in the door. What else? So it'd be nice, but I think I'll decorate for Halloween after that. I have things that I stole from Chase's mom when they were moving that she didn't want in their these cute little skeletons that you stake in the ground.
I saw those in your garage.
And they have like springy arms and springy legs. They're not like spooky ooky. They're like cutesy. Like you got it at Pier 1 or something. Skeletons.
Oh, I haven't been to Pier 1.
We don't have one anymore. They're gone.
There isn't even one on Dodge? Oh, that's
No,
right.
they're
Oh, there used to be
gone.
one at Village Point.
Yeah, they're gone. I mean, I don't know if they're entirely gone, but they
That's
closed like all their
right.
stores.
I used to always want to go in there. I kind of forgot.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny. I went to the one on Dodge Street. Speaking of, don't give your locations away.
Oh, yeah, we do Halloween movies. Gravy said The Crow with Brandon Lee was a pretty good movie to watch during Halloween. The uses are usually Hocus Pocus, because you gotta. The second one I did not like, so we will not be watching that one.
Yeah, the second one.
That was not it. It was not.
We're too diehard with the first.
Mm-hmm. What else do we do?
It's just like art. You might have loved it, but we just were...
Casper, with like
Casper!
the little animated one from like the 90s,
Haunted
early
Mansion
2000s.
with,
Haunted Mansion was a good one to add last year.
Oh,
Eddie Murphy.
Thank you. I was thinking Bill Murray, and I know that's not the right
Murray's so wrong. So different.
I know, but I was like...
If you can withstand it, I love Beetlejuice, so we'll do Beetlejuice again if you
liked
can.
it.
Okay.
It was a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I understand it better, I think I'll like it much better the second time.
What else?
Well,
I know
now
we literally have to do like 2 weeks of when we get together and watch shows, typically we have to do like 2 or 3 weeks of movies. But I can't remember any of them right now.
Now I get the Beetlejuice jokes.
Yeah.
Or references.
Uh-huh.
I'm just putting a little brown in there. I'm going to put a little shadow in. So there isn't really a right or a wrong order. But basically, if you don't know what to do, work back to front. What's underneath to what's on top. Acrylics are really forgiving. I didn't have to do the stem first. And it's not done. But so I picked up a little brown. Emily, I'm sorry I interrupted the movie thing, but I thought when I think of an art thing, I try to share it. Okay, I'm done.
What? I can't even think of. I know because we have to like plan out like, okay, these are the ones we like the best, so we're gonna watch them, and it's like a all of October or like 3 weeks of October thing, and we watch like 1 or 2 a night.
We should do popcorn one night.
Yeah. What are the other ones?
That's almost too thin. Not like it's wrong, just like I'm going to have to let it dry. I don't know if I still have the list in my phone.
Gravy says, got any cheese? Like Urkel from the... Is that Family Matters? Urkel's Family Matters, right?
I think so.
I think so, too.
I'm kind of just blending it out with a little yellow. I don't know why. Sometimes I paint things I don't need to. But it's just kind of fun. Boy, do I feel better, Emily. I was wound up before the live. Does that make you nervous anymore? Or are you so used to it? When I'm wound up.
Oh, it was fine. I'm used to it.
You're probably trying to read. Emily can multitask. It's so good that she does the jobs that she does.
Nagy says it looks good.
Well, thank you. It's coming along. I need to get to the crow, or maybe I'll just... Oh, geez. My watch says we only have 7 minutes. I've been kind of... I like to go slow.
The pumpkin looks good, though.
And see, it keeps lifting up. And I just leave it alone. And I won't. I will say to myself, even when I'm not videoing and nobody's here, leave it alone. And I never do. I think it's funny. But I also like sharing what I think. So hopefully some of you go, oh, I do that. And I was telling Emily today I liked Bailey's portrait and I wasn't liking it. You know, that happens all the time. All the time. And I'll get excited about it. Like I'm kind of excited about these light strokes in the pumpkin. And then I'm like, oh, I don't, up and down, up and down. All the drama of painting. My own drama, my own made-up drama.
Gravy says, yeah, the Hocus Pocus audiobook was not that great either.
Oh,
it was Family Matters. I was right.
That's kind of sliding. I think I'm just going to let it slide. I don't like how it feels. It must be still kind of wet underneath, which is odd. I've got fans going. I wonder how weird it is this to move between general conversation and I throw in an art tip. I assume it's not that weird.
Leanne says, so if we paint this to this point, next Wednesday you are going to finish the painting so we could actually paint along.
That's the plan. I should move along because the crow's going to be harder.
Come on, Ann. Book it, book it, book it. Yes. That's a good idea.
I've gotten a couple of comments about wanting step-by-steps on other videos. Not that many, but I've been getting them off and on since we've been doing this. And some of the lives are. When I do like a little painting, I thought, well, I haven't done a two-parter in an awful long time. Boy, I'm hating that. Right there. Is it in there? We can fix it, though.
Addams Family. That was one I forgot.
Addams Family. See, I'm going to try and fix it, and it's doing weird things. Just leave it alone. Sometimes you have to, I really try to, just like with Emily, I argue with Emily when she's right. Or I'll argue, with the fix-it guy when he knows what he's doing. I don't. And I don't argue mean. I'm just like, I don't think so, I just disagree. That's a better word. I just disagree. And it's so funny. And so I argue with the acrylic paint. It's saying, I want to dry. And I'm like, no, I want to paint this. Yes, I don't know if you can tell, but oh, it's just doing crazy things. Stop it. I'm not. Stop it. Just stop it. I don't like the brush marks in there. Okay, stop it. Let's do a little on the crow and then we'll call it good.
Marty says, leave it alone with the smiley
Leave
face.
it alone.
LOL.
Leave it alone. Yeah, there's a lot of life lessons in paintings. In painting. Let it do what it wants to do. Now I can't think of any. One step at a time. I'm almost tempted, excuse me. Oh, I'm going to have a weird voice.
Oh no, oh no. We could do the Goonies. It's not very Halloween-y, but I was looking up like Halloween movies to see if I could figure out the ones I missed.
Let's do the Goonies. It was,
the
I mean, I
Goonies.
remember there's a stretch where you kids didn't like it because it's so much slower than what you were used to. Maybe I'll just make a muddy. Oh no, that's too warm. Maybe just a little. Yeah, let's watch it. I bet we'll like it. So I grabbed, so far I've just been using the 3/8" angle brush from Royal & Langnickel. I might have called it a flat. And then a 3/4" flat from Royal & Langnickel. They might have come in the same package, I don't know. They look like they did.
Gravy says, happy accidents.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's funny. Oops, and I just hit my phone with my shoulder. Sorry, guys. So maybe we'll start with, I'm trying to decide what value. Maybe we'll just put in, oh, it looks kind of green. That's interesting. Because it's going on, so it's going on top of the magenta underneath. I get excited and talk too fast. And that's partly why that's happening. And it's also because I put a little warm puddle in it. So this would be easier. Well, actually, I can do it, can't I?
Gravy says, Little Monsters isn't a Halloween movie, but it fits. It has Fred Savage. I think I've seen that maybe
I don't know
once.
if I know that one.
When I was young. I don't think I've seen it since. Because I don't, like, there's kind of like they have like the, whatever is it, 25 days till Christmas. Kind of like, I know it's a lot longer than that now, but they do here's every Christmas movie up until that point. They do that for Halloween too.
Right.
And I haven't.
30 Days of Halloween or whatever.
Something like that, yeah. Well, then we can put it on the front end, because that's what we do with, like, it kind of fits the vibe, but it's not officially a Halloween movie. So we'll do that with the Goonies, and we'll do that with maybe that one.
Oops, I just grabbed yellow. Yeah, I'm most of the time I might not. Sometimes I don't hear you. I don't listen. I get really into the... So I'm looking at my reference photo, which is why I keep kind of going in and out. Okay, it's light here.
Marty says, that was a cute movie. My kids loved it.
Well, we'll have to watch it.
I'll put it on the list.
Mrs. Doubtfire we watched recently because Emily
yeah.
was in San Francisco. And it's been one of my favorite movies.
I love that movie.
It was a little slow for me. Because
Take that.
I've been watching so many more new things.
So have I, and I thought it was fine.
Oh, okay. I was trying to blame it on that.
These youngins always think that the movies move too slow. Jeez.
I still love it.
That's one of those ones that, like, if it's on TV, no matter what point of the movie it's in, I'll turn that one on.
Yeah.
That one, Parent Trap.
Parent Trap.
Those are...
Oh, my watch just went off. It must be an hour and a half.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, see, this Raven's going to take... Or Crow. You guys should... It should be a drinking game. If she says Raven or Crow. Maybe that's not a good idea.
They can sip,
That sounds
you
like
can
a
sip your
drink.
water.
Sip a pop.
You'll get hydrated in the process of how many times you say it.
Well, and I'm always one to say I'd rather eat my calories than drink them.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I just stuck my hand in because I forgot.
What?
Wet brown.
We could do E.T.
Oh, with Drew Barrymore's a little. I think she's about, well, she's probably younger than I am. She's probably younger. I was probably more the age of her brothers in that movie. Oh, can you see my handprint even? Oh, there. Because it's just kind of sliding off. That's lovely. Maybe it's off. I don't know if you can see it because of the glare. So we'll stop pretty soon.
Should I stand up?
No.
Okay.
So my colors are funky, but that's okay. We can tone them down if they scare me later. But I'm going to put in, and I'm scared about how blue they are. But then what I always remind myself is values are much more important than the color. Since I license my art, I tend to paint the pumpkin orange and the crow black, blues, purples. But definitely don't have to. It just tends to sell to a wider audience. Or, yeah, sell. Now I'm worried I went too slow during the first part.
I think you're fine.
Yeah, I think I'm probably fine too. I'm going to put in the highlight. So all I do is I just kind of have this dirty blue mess. And if I want it lighter, I just go lighter. But I don't worry too much. And it ends up helping me in the long run because you get some interesting color shifts. Okay, this goes like this. That actually help entertain and make your paintings a little bit more interesting. Or you can just shift the color on. I mean, I'm shifting it on sort of purpose. You can really go back and add more. I'm kind of wanting to make it white now. I'm telling myself, don't right now. Save the white for last. I got pretty light down here. And the only reason I work on different areas is because it needs to dry. You should also work on different areas too, they say, and I don't disagree. Work on the painting as a whole, get a feel for where it's going. I kind of do a little both.
Gravy says, a little off topic, but have you ever seen Quigley Down Under with Tom Selleck and Alan Rickman? It's a Western I will always watch if I see it on somewhere. I have never.
I don't know if I've seen it all. I can picture it though.
You can picture it?
Yeah.
I can picture Tom Selleck.
Magnum PI if you're older.
Well, and Alan Rickman's Snape. Yeah.
Snape.
Alan Rickman's Snape.
In Harry Potter series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have never seen.
Yeah, I don't know if this highlight's too light, too dark.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has those movies that, like, no matter what part of the movie it's on, you're like, oh, I can just watch that again.
Shawshank.
That would be Chase. That would be a Chase movie.
I like that one too. Green Mile. I like a lot of Tom Hanks.
Yeah, so I think Chase's top, like, 5, 6, 7 movies are easy to keep track of because all except for Shawshank has Tom Hanks in them. All of Chase's favorite movies.
Yeah.
They're all Tom Hanks.
Forrest Gump.
But probably Saving Private Ryan's probably like number 2 or number 1.
That was just on.
Yeah. He loves The Green Mile. Yeah. He loves, what else is Tom Hanks like that era?
Does he like Larry Crown where he's on the scooter? And
I don't think he knows that one.
I can't picture much about it right at the moment. I don't know if he's like a teacher or no, he's in a class. Maybe it's a speech class. I can't remember.
Gravy agrees with you, the Shawshank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Castaway. That might be
one. Wilson!
Castaway.
People who don't watch these things are like, what?
Yeah.
Wilson, it was a volleyball that he befriended.
Going back to his...
a castaway on an island.
Okay, but for me, I love Big.
I forgot
That's
about
probably my favorite Tom
Big.
Hanks movie.
Oh, I love him in the PJs when he's too big.
In the suit?
Or maybe the suit.
He leaves in the suit.
Well, I thought he also
Maybe he's
tried
in
to
the
put
PJs. Oh, maybe.
when he first is
when he
like
first is
wakes
big.
up big
Yeah,
or
in his
something in his
parents' house,
PJs.
yeah.
I'm thinking, but I might have that scene wrong.
No, you're right. He's too big, yeah.
He's too big for his PJs.
Yeah.
What was his name? Oh, Josh.
Yeah, I was like, it's very... It was like, it's like Matt, it's Jake, it's something. It's very like basic young boy name.
So the only reason I keep going is because I'm enjoying it.
It's fine.
We can stop. As I keep going. You guys let me know what you want. If you had enough for tonight. So I'm going a little slower because like I look at the reference photo and I don't really need to, but it's also kind of a safety security thing. And I'm just painting the shapes, which will work. And then you can refine them to as close as realism as you want.
Leanne says keep going.
Okay. Okay, oops, I just pulled it off camera because I'm getting so comfortable. I don't know if that's in frame. Oh, I think it is. All right, I'm just going to put a highlight here so I don't forget it. Let's do that. Because I like it. It's in the reference photo and I like it.
Oh, Big was before The Burbs?
Oh, The Burbs. That's kind of a funny one. The Burbs kind of reminds me of The Goonies because there's an actor is older in it, but one of the neighbors is also... I think he's also in The Goonies.
Yeah, I thought The Burbs was his first big thing, though. Maybe not.
Oh, he was in Splash with Daryl Hannah?
Let's see, I found it. Splash. With Daryl Hannah.
Oh my gosh. That is
Way
not
to go.
like me.
That is not your talent.
That is not my strong suit.
No, because it's always like, Emily, who is that person? And I'm like, that's, and usually I don't even use the actor name. I'm like, that's Susie in this show.
Well, I just did it on the live. I'm like, I was thinking of this name and I knew it wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's totally me. So I am going to bring this up a little bit. It's not quite white. Sometimes I'll do it because it makes me happy. I really don't know if my values are... What time is it? 7. I could put it in the legs and call it done, or we could just save the rest for... Because I could do a ton more detail on that pumpkin, but it needs a hair dryer. All right, I'm going to do the legs and then maybe we'll call it. We'll see how everybody feels. I'm looking at the chat. Hey, guys. I think that's so cool. I would have never thought when I was young, going to school, wanted to be an artist. I was an artist. Always have been. How am I going to make a living? No clue. Didn't like gallery stuff then. I never thought I would be on something called YouTube using a cell phone.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm doing old timer stuff, but
That's fine. You can do your old timey.
I'm like, holy buckets. That's just amazing.
Gravy wrote out the whole, the shimmy shimmy Cocoa Pop, shimmy shimmy raw. I said, make me a biscuit. She said, Triscuit, a biscuit, ice cream soda with vanilla on top. Ooh, mama, walking down the street 10 times a week. I said it, I stole.
Oh my gosh. I did miss a spot. Maybe that's a spot Gravy meant earlier.
Oh, he was talking about the yellow on the sides.
Oh, okay,
Of the
yeah.
panel, or of the paint of the
I'll
canvas.
touch those up after the live so they're a little bit better looking for next week. I think I like this thin now. So sometimes when I don't like things, I just need to stop thinking about them. I can hear the cicadas out the window.
Mm-hmm. Wee, wee, wee.
So I'm just using a number 2 round from Princeton. It's pretty beat up because I'm not very nice to my brushes, especially the little ones.
We got 20 friends still hanging with us.
Hey, friends.
I feel like we have more people when it's later.
I know. Well, I picked this time based around the few YouTube artists I knew of on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Lockery Fine Art was going, and then she wasn't doing live, and now she's back to live at 8 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
our time. Which I don't know if we have any crossover with her. And you can always watch in the replay. It's not like... But I picked the time based on whatever back then. I love the stem, and I love that this foot's out. And I think we'll put a little bat back in there. Oh, you know what I should do is muck with that a little bit. I don't know if I need to. It looks good on the live. Hard to know. Sometimes you just move on. There's an art lesson that's a life lesson.
When we were in Seattle, in Chinatown, there was a Zoltar. And I was like, Chase!
There was?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how fun. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that in Big...
That's what he wishes on or whatever.
Wishes, yeah, like at the
fair, or whatever it is, the
yeah, the
what's it
carnival.
called? The carnival, yeah,
Whatever it is. There we go. Just looking for a value. I don't really know how to do that toe. I think that would be dark. And then this would be dark. Kind of use the chalk pastel to help.
Traveling carnival. Gravy says.
It's nice to have help. That's another thing nice about the lives. We have help.
Yeah, we have a whole like, I don't know. It's kind of like
the besties.
A living encyclopedia or something. Just ask people. People usually know.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that. It might not be that interesting. Maybe I should have. Oh, actually, I don't know if it will make it do that. I think that's actually the toenail right there, which is nothing's coming off my brush. So I just keep I've got kind of a warmy brown. There. We'll call that toenail. A little soon to put it in, but I don't want to forget it.
Mm-hmm. Can't forget his little toenail.
So I'm going to continue that. It looks funny, but people aren't going to focus too much on that foot, leg. So I'm trying to get a little, my paintbrush is loaded. Maybe I'll just grab some straight up brown. Try this again. Whoa! I misfired. It went in the wrong spot. It's going to end up being the same value, which is okay as the background. All right, other foot, call it good for tonight. Here, maybe you want to kind of see where oh, it's sticking. Woo, that's close, guys. Look at the wrinkles on my hand. Too much there with the wrinkles. All right, I think I'm gonna paint this foot more blue. And we'll see if we like it. Maybe I'll paint it straight up, phthalo blue and white, and see. I really can't see that foot at all, so we're gonna call it blue. I'm going to put in the toenail, even if I'm going to paint it out. So I'm basically painting my number right now. Brown foot, blue foot. I added a little white, which it's all black pretty much in my reference photo. But I'm going to say that It's a little more light in spots until we figure out what we like. And that might dry so dark that we can't tell. I'm gonna add a little more white. I'm gonna try it again. No, it's too light, I think, but I get fussy. And it takes, so then my paintings take longer. I think eventually, well, I am getting better. I am getting faster. And now I'm telling myself, who cares? I'm having fun. I'm laughing like this gotta just, like, some psychologist is probably going, oh my gosh. This lady. She's a little goofy. Okay. Sort of round one of feet.
Gravy asked to me, did you see my merry-go-round painting? It was a fun one, just need a better reference photo. I did not.
Yeah, I did.
I'll go hunting for it.
It's in the Facebook group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured.
Well, you've been quite busy too. You've been traveling.
Yeah. Chase was saying that he's like, wow, August really flew by. Because we were basically like, 1st of August, his aunt came up and we moved his parents, or no, like the first week of August. And then Chase was gone for a week, and then only back for maybe a week, not quite. And then we left for San Francisco, and like August was gone.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, Emily, I'm gonna say goodbye.
Oh no, I need to stand up.
Well, no rush.
I'm running.
We will finish this next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get it mostly done. I've got my fingerprints in it right now. It's still. I must have put on a lot of paint while I was yakking, not watching it.
Oh, Marty says another wonderful Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We love it. I don't know if we need to do. I don't know. I didn't really show the crow. But it's definitely paint shapes right now. Good way to start.
Leanne sent a $9.99 super chat and said, oh no, it disappeared on me. Can you scroll to the bottom on your iPad?
Why did it do that?
It just went fast and I was a slow reader.
We'll be ready for next week.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Thanks so much, you guys. Thank you. It helps a ton. Helps pay for canvases and paint and I can't. I always want to thank you a million times. I can't come up with the words.
I know, like thank you starts to feel...
It doesn't mean enough.
Uh-huh.
It's like I want it to mean so much more because it means the world to me. Okay, guys. Super fun to hang out with you. Super appreciate your support. Looking forward to next week. Love the comments and all the YouTube-y things you guys do. Great big happy art hugs, and I hope to chat with you soon. Bye, guys.